Hey there, it's Charles, and today is February 20th, 2008, and I am going to be talking about the class on Japanese classical theater, and we watched a video on it and talked about three types of Japanese classical theater: the bunraku, no, and kabuki. So, what I felt about what we did today, I think that Japanese theater is very interesting. It's certainly something that's way, way different than the contemporary or modern theater, what you see every day on TV or what you see in plays and stuff. So it was a eye opener in that I've never really seen anything like it. And I think that the main difference between modern theater and classical theater is that uh, modern theater is a form of entertainment and classical theater is a form of art. And I think that a long time ago it was used to be classical theater, and then people eventually started to make money out of theater, right? So they wanted to bring out the aspects of classical theater that would appeal to the widest audience and make people spend the most money on tickets trying to watch them. So they extracted elements like humor. People like humor, and like the tricks, for example, the somersaults that people like cheer for, right? So they took those things out and expanded on them, and and also they extracted the element of realism because while some people do watch classical theater for its art form, a lot of other people just don't get don't appreciate it at all. So they look for stuff that they can relate to, and so modern theater is really like that. For example, modern theater is stuff on Disney Channel. Why do teenagers watch it? It's because it's similar to what they're going through right now, like high school life, right? So I to sum that up, uh, modern theater, entertainment, classical theater, art. So something I learned that was completely new to me was that uh, music was a very large part of Japanese classical theater. And one of the main differences between, again, modern theater and classical theater is that the music in classical theater is very broad out in the sense that they don't try to hide the musicians, because normally when you go see a play, there's music coming out either from speakers or musicians that they hide underneath, like in a pit. But in Japanese theater, the musicians are actually on stage and they're just singing with their instruments and stuff. And I think, again, as a form of entertainment, the musicians playing the music, it doesn't really give the audience any good feelings or any entertainment. But then, in as an art form, the musicians performing does make it complete, right? As a whole piece of art. And um, also, another thing that was interesting to me was that the music was very synchronized with every single beat and movement that the actors uh, were going through. So it was more like the actors synchronizing to the music than the music synchronizing to the actors. So that's a big difference, and yeah. So something that was confirmed to me was that, um, well, this was a very hard question because Japanese classical theater is such a new concept to me that I don't know what to relate it to. But then I think that I already had this conception that theater at its base root was actually um, a celebration for people to just like a community to come together and have some fun and entertainment, right? So I think Japanese classical theater can be what you see in the theater can be brought out onto just a community gathering and performing. Maybe they form a circle and it's just a very grassroots thing where performers just perform without any special effects that you see today. And like, yeah, I mean, the musicians, very very simple, just four people with a four instrument, very basic instrument. No, you don't need architect to create them or something like that. And you can provide the same amount of satisfaction in the result as if you actually saw it on a very beautiful stage or something like that, right? So, all in all, I think that you can see the cultural roots of it when you look at it. So that's my video on Japanese classical theater. So I'll see you next time. Bye.